Yeah, I had started recording. Now I'm sharing my screen. This is what is SQL? So it is a structured query language. So which is a computer language for storing, manipulating, and retrieving data stored in a relational data. So it is the standard language for relational database system. All the relational database management systems like MySQL, MS Access, Oracle, Sybase, Informatics. So all these are their standard database language. So you people are aware of MS SQL Server, I think Oracle. So there are lots of MS SQL in the market. So we are working on MySQL, TSQL, PLSQL. So all these are the different dialects of RSQL. So uh, you people know about this, na? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, we heard of all these things. Yes.
Okay, you people all heard about it. There are some SQL commands. The standard SQL commands to interact with relational data bases are create, select, insert, update, delete, and drop. So these commands can be classified into these following types of groups. Like there are some groups in SQL, that is DDL. So this is the data definition language. So in DDL, what we are doing, we are creating tables for our database. So how we make one database? So before making our database, we have to create some tables. So with the help of create command, we make a new tables. We can view tables, and other we can transfer. We can import tables from our other databases. Like in SQL, we can import our data from Access, from like Excel. We can transport data from CSV file also, text file also. So we can just fetch our data into our SQL, and we can create some reports and share with other companies or people. Hi, all are there?
Yes.
Yes, Pooja, we are there.
Yeah, actually, no one is responding. That's why.
No, we just muted because not to have some disturbance. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, why we use SQL? You know that. Suppose we have in our company. Suppose we can take one example of Amazon, and Amazon has huge data. So if they want to create some report, like which customer buying capacity, or some customers buying capacity, or some customers liking, like in every week, in every month, this particular person's is buying which product or whatever. So in sometimes you can see that if you have opened your Amazon account or your any Flipkart account, you can see that okay, this they will show you the related product, whatever you had earlier ordered, right. So why it's happening? Why not the engineering tools product is there, why not the gardening tools are there. So in last 2-3 months, if you had ordered beauty products, fashion products, so the Amazon will only show you those type of fashion products and beauty products. So why it's happening? Any idea?
They are having our database, and like what query we have queried earlier, a
Yeah.
search basically. They saved our search, and basis of that, they provide us the details when
Yeah.
we log in next time.
Yeah, exactly. So what they do, they just make one criteria, like they just do some they are doing just they take one customer name, and they'll just fetch their data, like what they had bought in last week, last month, and on the basis of that they can uh, filtered, they can take decisions like, okay, this person always buying the beauty products, the fashion products. So on the basis of that, they can uh, uh, make one list, like there is some new product launched in fashion, in beauty. So they'll show on, they will just send message only those products. That's why so if they'll send some engineering tools, or they'll send some gardening tools product list, so maybe that person will not going to buy. But if they'll send like fashion product, beauty products, so definitely he or she could buy that product. So this type of decision making things you can do with the help of SQL, with the help of your um, created reports. So how it works, like if we have huge database, like if Amazon works like on customer database, and he fetched one customer details. So what he'll get: customer name, phone number, his address, his bank account details, his uh, payment payment details, and his many things he'll get. But if you want only which product he has bought, so in SQL we can just fetch his name or customer ID, and what product he had just bought in last 2-3 months. So on the basis of that, we can create some report. Okay, these persons buying capacity is this much, this person has liking this thing. So it will decrease your efforts. So whatever you want, only those types of field you'll have to fetch, and do the calculations on, you will just create the reports, right? So so now for this purpose we are using SQL. So suppose we can take one more example. Suppose we have one car company, right? So Maruti car, and they had launched 2-3 cars in last year. So that is blue color, brown color, and black color, and red color. So for next year, if they want to launch new product, new color, or new version, so what they'll do, they go to their last year data, and they just fetch the car model name, and how much sold that car model or car color, and what they'll see, like if they got that the black color car has sold so many, or the black color car sales was 5 crore, 6 crore, but I'm just asking some little figure. Then on the basis of that, they can take decision, like yeah, I can produce. I can manufacture more black color car, and I'm not going to manufacture red color car because the sale record was very less in last year. So on the basis of their last report, on the basis of their last year's report, they could take decision and they could manufacture their things. So these types of criteria, these type of things are working on this company's decision making. So the SQL is working like decision making tool also. So on the basis of the report of the company, company can take decision. So what could be manufactured, what could be sale. This this is the work of SQL, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's move to data definition language. So we had uh, categorize our SQL commands in different groups. So SQL commands has three groups like DDL, that is our data definition language. So all are seeing my screen.
Yes,
Everyone,
Priya.
yeah,
Yes.
is it visible? Yeah. So
Yes.
this is our DDL, data definition language. So first is create. Create is for using to create new table for our database. And another one is our alter. So that will modify an existing database object such as table. So what Sapna has told, the database is like a container, and we have different tables in that container. So suppose if we have Amazon database, right? So if I have gotten Amazon database, so what will be there? I have one file name, that is Amazon database, and what would be there? Their customer name details in one table. I have another product name product table in another table. So yeah, I have one another table like our delivery boys. So in all, we can assemble all these things like our product, our seller, our delivery boy, our what can I say product. So everything will be in one Amazon database, right? So this is the our database, and these are our tables. We can use if I have got some database from my Access, MS Access. Do you know all what is MS Access?
Yes.
That is also a database. So that is developed by Microsoft. So it is also present on my MS Office. So if I have gotten some in company's invoice, or if I have gotten some inventory management system through our MS Access, and I have different tables in that. So if I want to just modify one table like customer table or product table, so I can modify an existing database object such as table. So, and another one is drop, deletes an entire table, a view of a table or other objects in the database. So suppose I have got some Amazon database, and in that Amazon database, I have customer table, I have delivery boy table, I have product table, I have seller table. And if I had changed my deliveries data delivery table, if I had changed my if I had given some other people for deliveries, so in that case, I'm going to delete the entire table, and on the that place I'll just create another table of delete. So this DDL is working like this. So please, one by one, could you uh, tell me? So what do you understand? So what was the database? What was the table? So Swapna, could you please tell me?
Yeah, database has I understood is same what I said, like that what
Yeah.
I understood, like it is just like a container where we store a different object,
Yeah.
and table is like the like you can say the properly arranged data in a row and column format.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and again, this in DDL, we can say the create data, alter
Yeah.
data, drop data
Yeah.
is more about the objects, what we create in the database.
Exactly.
Like we can create that particular object, or if you want to make some changes, we can alter that particular table. I mean to say object.
Yeah.
Suppose we don't want anymore, we can drop that particular object.
Exactly.
So this is whatever I understood.
Yeah, exactly, same thing. So if we have one database, so I can create new table in that database, or
Right.
I can make my new database also. So
Database also, right.
so for making my new database, suppose if we have this SQL class, so I can make one database for SQL class also. So I can create
Yeah.
table of if all people data like student name, your phone number, your stream, your everything is there in our
Yeah, more about like a structurally arrangement of our data in a row and
exactly.
column format so that
Yeah.
we can use according to our need.
Yeah,
Like we
exactly.
can use for the applications, or if you want to retrieve some data from particular tables, we can retrieve that one, or we can extract that one. So more about the storing the data in a structural format.
Structured format in one data. Right.
Yeah.
So after that, if I had created this database in our server, and if we want to fetch that data, so I can just fetch and I can do the all the calculations. I can create reports and I can send anywhere.
Right. Yes.
So so this type of things we can do on this SQL. So same thing, alter, we can just do some modification in our existing database. We can create some more tables in our existing database. We can delete one entire table from our existing database, or we can just drop our table from that existing database. Right?
Yeah.
So everyone understood what is this data definition language
Yes.
and
Yes.
what all are
Yes.
there in that. So next is DML, that is data manipulation language. Yeah. So for data manipulation, what we are doing, these are some commands like select, insert, update, and delete. So in this group, we have select for retrieve certain records from one or more tables. So if we have existing tables in our database and we want to just fetch the data, suppose we have taken one example of car, and I want to just see the like I have a car company database, fine, and I want to see the sedan, all the sedans car list. So what I'm going to do, I'm just uh, give the command like select asterisk, and then I'll give the my database name, and it will retrieve all the cars list from there. So if I want to just retrieve sedan cars, so in that case I'll have to give some criteria that you'll just fetch that details only, which car has sedan, which the sedan car is. So we'll give the criteria of where command with this select statement, right? So select is only used for retrieving the data from our existing table. Fine. All get it? What is select?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And insert. Insert is for creates record. So basically, if we are using select for retrieving the record, and insert is used for creates a record. If we have some records in my table, but something is more, I want to add some more records in my existing table. So with the help of this insert command, I can just insert the records in my table. So everyone knows now how the tables are. Tables column is called the field name, and tables rows are called records. So what are the records? The rows are called our records. Everyone knows now in Excel. You all have done Excel.
Yes.
Yep.
So the column part is called field name, and the rows part is called records. So we can add some records from the insert command. We can also update our records. So if we have if we I want to update or modify some records, so I can do in my table also. So and again is delete. So in delete records, I can delete any records from my existing tables with the help of delete. So all these are our data manipulation language, right? So I had just done a second group, and this one is my DCL, that is data control language. So grant is working like it gives a privilege to user. Like I can give permission to my user that okay, you can do the changes in my table what I had sent to you, and revoke it takes back privilege granted from user. So same like if you have sent some table to any person and you had given the you had set criteria of read only. So is there that person could change that table? Do you find that? Anyone? If I have given read only,
No, he cannot.
they cannot. So same like if you had given revoke, so and you had sent that table to any person or any company, that they will not just keep change in that table. But if you have given the granted permission, in that case they'll change in that table or data, right? So all these three groups, whatever you have learned is about to how to work and how what are the commands. So all these are our SQL commands, that is create, that is alter, that is reports. So all these three are categorized in three groups. So everyone has understood now what are these?
Yes.
So because you all have to understood what all are these and what are the use of these, and then we'll learn one to one, like select and update and create. So now I am moving to table. What is table? So the data in RDBMS is stored in database objects, which are called as tables. So this table is basically a collection of related data entries, and it consists of numerous columns and rows. So in table, what are these? it works. So every cells are is the intersection of rows and columns. So same like Excel, you have learned what is table. So there is also the reports and whatever we are getting is in the form of table. So there are some null values. A null values in a table is a value in the field that appear to be blank, which means a field with a null value is a field with no value. If there is null value, that means you don't have any records in your that particular set. So that is your null value. So now move to SQL constraints. So what is SQL constraints? Constraints are the rules enforced on data columns on a table. So these are used to limit the type of data that can go into a table. This ensures the accuracy and reliability of the data in the database. So it is basically like data validation. Have you all learned data validation in your Excel?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I did not. I know.
Okay.
I don't
So,
know.
yeah, data validation is a type like if you have set one criteria that like if you are entering some minus number, like negative number in your price field. So is that good for your price column? So no, price will not take negative number for anything. So in that case, before entering your number, you'll have to define some criteria like, okay, you'll have to validate your column that if you have entered by mistake minus 1. So in that case, it will show you the message, okay, this is not uh, valid number. So in that case, you will change your number. So before entering your number or anything, you are setting the criteria that it should not cannot accept that number. So that is the SQL concept. Okay, listen.